Welcome to the third lesson in Module 4, Taking Action on Who We Want to Be. In this lesson, we will review some tips and tools for success and point you to where you can find person-centered practice resources. In summary, the purpose of person-centered planning is to support each person to uniquely establish a vision and act on concrete, realistic steps to success. Your role is to understand and live person centered values. You should commit to and support a person centered planning process and positively foster support from those important to the person. We have spent a lot of time talking about important 2 and 4. It is critically important to balance important 2 and 4 when working with a person. To support this effort, you can proactively advance strength based action planning and take the time to celebrate successes and accomplishments along the way. Throughout the person centered planning process, you should always focus on continuous quality improvement. Always self assess by using questions such as: did the person choose the people involved in the planning? Or did the process build on the person's strengths? Was the vision formed with choice, control, and self determination in mind? These are just a sample of the questions that you can ask yourself ongoing to make sure that you are living in a person centered culture. Here are some tips and tools to keep in mind along the way. Use open ended questions whenever possible to help build relationship and trust. Use reflective listening, again, to build relationship. Continuously check in on how well you are supporting people to make choices, including risking failure. Engage more fully in their community. Build meaningful relationships. Think always about language used. Stay positive, focus on strengths, a person's interest, as well as opportunities for growth. Talk with a person, not about a person. Build a relationship. Avoid approaching person centered planning as a list of questions to ask in order to record answers. Over time, you will notice that having an authentic conversation can help you gather the information you need without the process feeling so prescribed to you or to the person you are supporting. Always balance what is important for a person with what is important to a person. And last, always seek to understand what's unique about each person, including their culture, their religion, and their interest. Use a mix of person centered tools to help with discovery, visioning, planning, and monitoring. What works for one person may not work for another. By spending time tailoring the process to the person you are supporting, the experience will be that much more satisfying for everyone involved. Be flexible with the process. Based on brain injury needs, you might consider breaking the planning process up into shorter sessions, inviting the person you support to take a break, reminding the person you support that their plan is flexible and that it can be changed when new wishes or priorities come up. This may be especially helpful for a person feeling marked hopelessness and discouragement. Letting the person know you are there for the long run and that you will be ready to plan further when they are ready to do so is super important. Acknowledging that it is okay to start small, and if that is what feels most comfortable to the person you're supporting, that's super important as well. Also recognize if low expectations on the part of the family or others is getting in the way of person-centered planning. Ask for consultation in those cases. Get guidance. Difficult scenarios will arise, and getting the perspectives of others on your team or from a supervisor may open up new ideas or strategies to use. For more information, you could visit the Person Centered Practice Resource Library. You can also refer to the Planning Facilitation Guide for providers, as well as the Toolkit for persons with brain injury and their families. In these documents, you will find helpful tools and resources to uniquely support each person. One final note: become a champion of person centered practice. You can use the self assessment referenced on this slide to identify areas of potential change to advance person centeredness across your organization. This may be an exercise you do with other members of your team. And finally, these are the references used to develop this module. Feel free to take a moment to look at these links on the slide. And thank you so much for participating in all 4 modules of the Person-Centered Planning training.